Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all well. In this video, we're going to be looking at the new puzzle. But you might be wondering just off the bat, like, hang on a minute, this doesn't look like the new puzzle. That's right, because this is the change. This is the new one. This is the old one. New one. Old one. New one. Old one. As you can see, lots of things have changed. We've got where the Sinister 6 are. There's 2 champion question marks that have been removed. Well, one has been removed. Also, by the Spidey suits, there's kind of like a change in an extra just to the left. That's kind of by Multi-Line Fist version. And it's kind of weird that they've kind of added in some more question marks, but hopefully in this video we're going to have a look at who these people could possibly be. Now let's begin in the bottom left hand corner. Now what I've done is I've put in Sunspot and Warlock. As we know, we're pretty much getting them, and then I've put in Warpath. I kind of feel there could be a good connection there. That might be quite fun, but the fact is it could be any other champion. But also don't write off that above Mr. Sinister we could see 2 question marks. However, I think it factors in better to what could be happening with the New Mutants and what really could be teased in the film for next year. I know that doesn't really kind of correspond with a lot of other people's thought processes, but, and as I said in Marvel Contest of Champions news, the film had a scheduled release of the 2nd of August, where Sunspot, as well as what is teased, possibly in an end credit scene, to be Warlock to be. Even though they said it could be John Hamm as Mr. Sinister, but let's face it, it may be this character, but we'll see. I've put in the left-hand corner below Guillotine. Now there are some things that I do want to go over, but I won't be able to. There's a few things going on with Kabam at the moment and the content contributor program. That just basically means that I don't want to be stepping on eggshells because I'm reporting on stuff that has come up from leaked information, and I'm already in trouble about it. So you know, I'm going to keep myself on the good side of the force, even though I want to be evil. I've put below Guillotine a Kabam created character, and this could be one or two things. The thing that I can't talk about because I might get into trouble, a future character release in a different variant, but it could be a continuation of this character's story arc, which I'd love to see because it's a great character. Guillotine as well as Aegon were 2 fantastically created characters. I'm a bit on the fence with Morningstar. I don't really like the way the story arc panned out for that, but I have been critical about that in the past. Check out some of the videos on that. Over in the top left hand corner, I've gone for Man-Thing next to Howard the Duck. It seems like a shoo-in. Absolutely below that is Stealth Suit Spidey. We just had him released, or he's going to be released. We've then got Iron Spider. I've put him on the outskirts because I just don't know if that is... It does feel that we're going to get him. He was teased. I don't know if you saw in the motion comic. And then down below, I've gone for... Well, it looks like Jared Leto. But no, I've gone for Morbius. I just feel with the film coming out next year, this could be a good opportunity to tease this character. Or kind of like put him out in conjunction just to kind of, you know, tie into the movie stuff that's going on. There's 2 question marks that are very difficult to pinpoint. Yes, they look like they're above the Omega Academy, so it could have some sort of relevance to them, maybe like a Apocalypse or something. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think those 2 question marks are to facilitate 2 characters that are randomly associated for some sort of event. Up top next to Captain America World War II, I've had to blur this, and the reason I've got to blur this, again, same principle, because this kind of goes over details which I've been given by sources unknown that this is coming to the game. And also because I'm, well, I don't know if I'm in trouble or not with kind of like commenting on anything that's leaked information. This is a character associated in World War II, also has some sort of association with Namor, and the code word could be Vision. Either way, that's all I can really give you on that subject. Over to the top, New Warriors. I've kind of given into this, and I think it's, even though I stood quite strong in either Silhouette or as well as Kitty Pryde, I think with a lot of people going, oh, it's Nova, it's Nova. Do you know what? I'll go Nova, and if it turns out to be Kitty Pryde or Silhouette or another associated character that I've teased in the past, then I don't know, I'll eat my fez or something. Next up, Mysterio, as we know, is a shoo-in. This is a character that has been teased for a while. It's good to see this character entering into the game, as I know a lot of people have gone like, hey, we want to see Mysterio. And hopefully he doesn't let down. It's very reminiscent and very similar to the movie version than it is to comic book, but the fact is it still looks good. Happy to have this in the game. Okay, now to the bottom right hand corner. You'll probably know I've blurred 2 images. I will talk about that in a moment. I've gone for Entropy as the big bad boss. Do bear in mind that this has been teased at the end with a cutscene. I think it was one of the events. It was teased as a cutscene. So whether or not that's something coming in some kind of capacity to finish off Act 6, or maybe that's something to set up a story for the future, I just feel that there's more need for this now more than ever to complete a story. The 2 characters I've got coming off from there are blurred because, again, same principle. I don't want to land myself in any more trouble because these 2 characters are in the game files and cause therefore further leaks of information. One is an old character that's been given a twist with the mystic type of twist, and the other is one I've sort of mentioned. It's a mystic character that's got a tech twist to it, apparently. And with Entropy being that particular controlling champion, I think that could be the big thing, rather than it being about Galactus. I just don't feel that we're at a point where we're ready to receive that particular character. That's too big too soon, and if Kabam were looking to make their game last a lot longer, they would wait a lot longer for that character to be introduced in some sort of capacity, even from a big bad boss standpoint or in the background standpoint. And anyway, going down to Silver Surfer, going to the right, Doctor Doom seems like an obvious thing, although Doctor Doom could switch places with Entropy. I just feel it's kind of weird to kind of tee up that character, the Entropy character, without any kind of need for it. That would be pretty stupid, but we'll see what happens. I've gone up from there, Ares, and the reason I've gone for Ares is there has been some kind of back and forth between Doctor Doom and Ares in the past, and there could be a need for this to be put in because it was in the Contest of Champions comic book story arc. So it would be cool to see that being finally put in. And over to the left hand corner, obviously next door to Namor, I've gone for Reed Richards, and I just feel that obviously we're getting Reed Richards, and I feel that that's maybe better to go left of Namor. It could be a case it switches places and Reed Richards goes over to the far right hand side where Ares is, and therefore we get the character that I teased for World War II association with Namor, as well as Cap World War II could go down into that slot. There could be some juggling around there. Either way, I'm pretty solid and pretty happy with this particular puzzle. There are some question marks, but against actual information that's in the game files, which I can't tell you about, and against everyone's predictions, there's going to be a difference between the fact and fiction side of things. So if I am allowed to talk about any of those characters that I'm not allowed to talk about, I will give you more of an idea in the future. Otrox will probably leak something at some point, possibly, don't know. But yeah, that's my puzzle, guys. What was your puzzle like? Have you changed anything out? I'll be reading through the comments to try and find out who's put what and where. That's been the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, subscribe for more Marvel Contest of Champions based content. Like I said, I'll be reading through those comments, trying to find out who you are going for. And we may even do like a puzzle created video or a puzzle created stream, community stream like we did a long time ago. So check that out, look out for that, and see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.